Hey guys! In this lesson, I'm going to show you how you're going to dominate the fretboard. Let's go! Hi guys again, I'm Jack and welcome to this channel, which is all about helping you elevate your guitar playing. Like I said, we're gonna see how you're going to dominate this whole fretboard, and guess what? We're only going to use one scale. And that is the what? The major scale. Yep, you heard that right, the major scale. The good old major scale. Make sure to stick till the end because I always give a pro tip or a secret tip, if you want to call it secret tip. Okay, let's start. So you might know this shape of the major scale. Or you might know this shape. Whatever shape you know, it doesn't matter. So the first one was actually the caged shape in the E shape, and the second one was the major scale using the 3-note per string system. But I don't care about the system, guys. Why? Because let me tell you why. When I was 15 or 14 or whatever, I was just starting out on the electric guitar. I didn't know all of that. So this is why, let's put them on the side for now. So here's the story. When I was 15 and 14, like I said, I used to jam with a lot of my friends. They used to know their stuff and I didn't. I had no clue because I only had a classical guitar teacher until that point, and all we did was just read from the sheet. And when I discovered how we jam with friends and all of that, I was kind of like the only one who didn't improvise at first. But I told that story in one of my other videos. I'll put it in the description below on how to improvise without using scales. But here's what, after that period I kind of discovered the major scale, so I kind of start using the major scale. Here I'm playing the major scale in G, and basically that was the only shape I used when I wanted to improvise with the major scale. And I saw my other friends, they were like playing multiple positions on the neck. Some will play here, some will play here, some will play here. So I come up to one of he was my bandmate, and I asked him, so dude, how do you, like, where do you get those positions from? He was like, my teacher told me that I can play the major scale here, and I can play it here, and I can play it here. And then I asked him to teach me the scale, and so he taught me this other position, which was basically the same as the first one, but it was starting on the 5th string on fret number 10. So if we were playing the G major, it was starting from here. And I was like, you know what, since I can play a bar chord here and that's a G, and if I can play a bar chord here and that's a G, and if this is a G major scale and this is a G major scale, I thought to myself, therefore I suppose I can play a major scale anywhere I have this note G and I could use the same shape. And I came to the conclusion that anytime I had those 7 notes of the G major scale, which are G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, then I have a G major scale. And this is where it all started. And that's what I'm sharing with you today. All the shapes all over the fretboard, one after another, in a very connected way. So are you ready? Let's do that. So the first shape, so that's the first shape. And I'm only going to play an octave. I can also play this shape in a 3-note per string manner. So that's shape number 2. This shape is in the middle. Let's call it the middle shape. And then the 3-note per string is the one to the right and another one to the left. We'll see that position later on in the lesson. And by the way, guys, if you want a visual support, don't forget to download the scale diagrams. All you have to do is click on the link below. It's free. And guess what? I have this G note, which is the octave of the first one. And from this G note, I can do the same shapes. So let's take the middle shape, this one. And I could use the 3-note per string shape as well, which is the right shape, if you want to call it that way. Also, the one to the left. There we go, all right? Now, I have another G note here, which is the octave. But I only have 2 strings, so I can play just a small segment of the scale. However, if I go up on 1 string, I can complete the scale. So, oops. That's it. And if you notice, anything that contains the G and the B string together is kind of like messed up. The shape is a little bit messed up. And that's because whenever I want to cross over from the G to the B string, I have to move up one fret. So everything on the B string has to be moved up one fret. This is why the shapes are messed up. But don't worry, these are the same shapes. You just have to look at them differently. And like I showed you in the beginning of this lesson, I had the same shape over here on this G note. It's string 5, fret number 10. So that's the middle shape, and then the left shape is this one. And you see they are all interconnected because I can move and navigate however I want. We did the middle one, we did the left one, and now the right shape. And here I have another G note, which is the root note of my scale here, and I could do the same thing. So let's do the left shape. Let's do the middle shape. Now the right shape. And now I can repeat everything starting from this G note, which is the octave higher of this one. So on the E string on fret 15. So everything is interconnected. Here's the thing, I'm gonna play them one after another. Shape 1. Shape 2. Okay, I'm gonna shut up and just play. Alright guys, now it's time for the secret tip. Are you ready? Let's do that. Alright, so here's the thing. We learned everything in the key of G, but you can apply the same thing in any other key. All you have to do is find the root note, the note from which you're beginning the scale, and you apply the same shapes. So if I was to play the A major scale, I do the same thing. Alright, cool. And guess what? Here's the thing. Now we've only used that with a major scale, but you can do that with any kind of scale. And it's the same thing. It's all over the fretboard. So these are what, like 2 tips right now? 2 tips. Now it's time for the third tip, which is my favorite tip of the 3. Whatever you have a chord, wherever you have in this case, a G chord, whatever you have a chord, you have a scale hidden underneath. So check that out. That's the first chord. Here's the scale, or here's another scale. Here's another shape. Here's another shape. And this one. Alright guys, that brings us to the conclusion of this lesson. Like I said before, don't forget to download the tabs or the diagrams if you want them. Alright, all you have to do is click on the link below. It's all free and you get access to all the other lessons as well. And since you're here, and if you want to watch another video, that's another video I prepared for you on the same topic, guys, which will help you dominate the fretboard even more. So check that one. This one here, I'm waiting for you in this video. So take care, and I'll see you in this video, okay? I'm gonna shut up right now, but I won't shut up unless you go to that video.